Welcome back here once again. I've talked about the multiverse many times before and how it's become an overused mess. And I've said the character that gets utilized the most in this multiverse is Spider-Man. It's become a running joke to just make everybody Spider-Man, cheapening Peter Parker as Spider-Man right down to the end. One of the most ridiculous spider people they've ever had is Spider-Gwen. Right? Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy as some kind of Spider-Man version thing, whatever. When I did my review for the god-awful Disney Marvel Spider-Man series that they did, the animated series that they did, which was beyond rubbish, by the way. In that show, it had Gwen Stacy. She got spider powers, put on her outfit that had no mask, and called herself Spider-Gwen. Right? Swing all over New York City and all kind of thing, calling herself Spider-Gwen. When she lost her powers, and then got back her powers from some magic stone, got back her spider powers from a magic stone, she put back on the exact same outfit. This time, put on a white mask and decided to call herself Ghost Spider, and nobody was supposed to know it was her. So apparently, it have 8 million people in New York, 8, 10, whatever million people have in New York, and all of them just absolutely stupid. That's what they expected everybody to believe. So, just like Miles Morales and his continued debacle through the multiverse that nobody seems to like and has turned out to be somewhat racist, as some people would say, Spider-Gwen is doing the same thing, right? Article here from CBR. Someone just listed Thor Gwen's hammer. Yeah? You thought Miles Morales as Thor was the only one who would do. I told you it's never going to stop. Spider-Gwen Gwenverse continues to play with the canon of Marvel Comics. And issue number 3 involves the Gwens recreating a famous Marvel moment. Here's Gwen Stacy as Thor. The new miniseries Spider-Gwen Gwenverse shows off Gwen Stacy Spider-Gwen as she embarks on a unique game-changing multiversal journey, because when you just reach the point of a lazy storyteller, just start to use the multiverse to put people in all kind of different skins. That will work. Meeting a variety of alternate versions of herself along the way. As part of this ensemble, Spider-Gwen recreated this iconic and oft-discussed Marvel moment as Gwen Rogers' incarnation of Captain America lifted Thor Gwen's hammer. Right? So it's not just Spider-Gwen and, Thor Gwen. Now we have Gwen Rogers as Captain America. In the Gwenverse series, Spider-Gwen encounters various variants of herself from across the multiverse with the aid of the ever-important Spider-Zero. Christ. Spider-Gwen number 1 introduced Thor-Gwen, an egotistical variant of Gwen Stacy imbued with all the powers one would expect from the God of Thunder. Yeah, because that's not going to stop. They're going to keep doing that. In their first encounter, Spider-Gwen and Thor-Gwen found themselves locked in conflict, during which Spider-Gwen was able to take the hammer from her Thor counterpart effortlessly. Similarly, when God of Thunder got knocked out during the fight in issue number 3, Gwen's Captain America was able to lift the hammer and battle in her place. Yeah. Okay. There it is. Grab the hammer, fighting. Let me see the other one here. Yeah, look at this. This is supposed to be some kind of Captain America something or another, Gwen version of something. While the mechanics behind lifting Thor's hammer significantly changed over the years, because pretty much anybody could pick it up now. Anybody could pick it up now. Look, let me just get to the point of trying to make with this instead of going through this drama to drive myself crazy. Yeah, I'm going through this to really piss myself off. I keep saying the multiverse is an overused, cheap way of doing it. Spider-Gwen is a ridiculous character. There was no point in ever creating any character other than Spider-Man. Spider-Man is Spider-Man, that is it. Now you have a bunch of Spider people swinging all over the place like it's some kind of joke. You all don't learn from Miles Morales, you're all learning from Spider-Gwen. And from what I understand, Ms. Marvel, another character nobody likes at all, it's about her, is either about to or having her own multiversal dimension hopping story as well, because it doesn't stop being stupid. It's important to keep making it that ridiculous. Every time you find some reason for it to say, well, do it and done. Like I said, I have no problem with a multiverse story. Do it once and done. The only time you do it a second time is if you have a story that ties into the movie, a very good story. Apart from that, one and done. When you keep doing things like this, putting in all these sort of ridiculous variants, you have Captain America, Spider-Gwen, you have Thor, Gwen. I mean, come on now, man. It just shows that you are just really, really very lazy when it comes to making anything, and you're not interested in doing anything at all. You just say to yourself, well, let me just give a little something here, put somebody in a new skin. Why would you think Thor Gwen is going to work? Look at the horrible hatchet job that was done with Miles Morales as Thor. You pretty much made it sound like some bad 90s rap video that just came off as very racist, and this is just coming off as very stupid. Keep saying, though Marvel may have more comic book sales than DC, that doesn't mean that they're in a good place. At the moment, I think Disney just doesn't care what Marvel Comics does anymore. They could put out any kind of garbage at all. The rot is literally coming from the top down. And you keep seeing it more and more with ridiculous stories and ridiculous things like this. Why does anybody need Thor Gwen, Spider-Gwen, Captain America Gwen at all? The entire Gwenverse is just dumb. That's all, just really, really dumb. When Stacy was a character, she was Peter Parker's first girlfriend. We know what happened with Green Goblin throwing off the bridge. Peter Parker tried to save her Spider-Man. Her neck broke. Okay, you said to bring back the character. All right, I keep saying if you want to bring back these characters, you really shouldn't, because they already kill them off. Let's leave them and move on. But decide to do it. Make these characters unique now. Show some creativity, but again, when you're creatively bankrupt, this is what you get. And then you expect people to just sit there and say, well, okay, let's just take it. This nonsense is doomed to fail, and nobody's going to read this, nobody has any interest in this. It's stupid. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell, be sure to share the video out there, it really helps. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.